What a great idea. Why don't we read together? Shall we? The greatest lie on earth, proof that our world is not a spinning globe. Let's just see what the first page says. The most universally accepted deceit today is the ingrained teaching that the earth is a globe spinning at the speed of approximately 1,000 miles per hour at the equator, while at the same time orbiting the sun at approximately 66,600 miles per hour. While the earth is orbiting and spinning, the sun in turn is supposed to be hurtling through the Milky Way galaxy at approximately 500,000 miles per hour, so 500,000 miles per hour. What most people are not told is that all of this spinning, orbiting, and speeding through space has never been proven. Indeed, those hypotheses, movements, and speeds are completely made up. In fact, every scientific experiment that has ever been performed to determine the motion of the Earth has proven that the Earth is completely stationary, yet scientific textbooks ignore the scientific proof that contradicts the myth of an orbiting and spinning Earth.
Okay, boys. Okay, boys. Look at this book. Look at the book. It's a good book. Look at this. Look at this. Look at it. Do a screenshot. Okay, boys. Okay, so you think that you could type in "Is the Earth flat?" in YouTube? That is the stupidest thing I ever heard. Okay, if you do that, you're a real genius. Okay. Here's what you're gonna see. You're gonna see Professor Dave. You're gonna see McToon. You're gonna see all these other crazy idiots. Anyways, you need to look at this guy, this Flat Earth Banjo, okay? He's gonna explain how you see the Southern Cross. Okay, there's time zones. You guys fucking stupid. Okay, I was dumb too. Glovers tricked me. Fucking rats, guys. We got fucked. Anyways, the Earth is fucking flat. It's 2022, guys. Okay, let's fucking step our shit up. 2022, boys. You're the truth.
For you guys that actually do want to look into the true shape of the Earth, this is a good book. The first example of an emergency landing that demonstrates that we probably are on a flat Earth is this one. An Argentinian and a Brazilian team were invited to compete in the 200th anniversary of Captain Arthur Phillips' Gold Cup. Now remember the title of the book. This is an emergency landing, so they landed essentially immediately to get onto the ground as soon as they could. But where they landed was kind of odd. Thousands of miles north of the equator. But if we look at it on a flat Earth, right over it. While we're chatting about planes, nobody's seeing curvature from a commercial plane flight, guys. Absolutely not. Even Neil's admitted this. Just check out my other videos. I think these people are going to space. Doesn't look like space to me, guys. Or like a scuba diving day over at the NASA Neutral Buoyancy Lab. You know what I'm talking about, guys? Does the size of America just like fluctuate over the years, or like... What is going on here? Is nobody gonna address this? Like, seriously, I've never heard a logical argument for how we have air pressure in our atmosphere with no container. This is insanity. Crepuscular rays suggest that the sun is probably local and not 93 million miles away, because these rays wouldn't be shooting in all different directions. It's like the sun isn't like super far behind the clouds right here. Circumnavigation is possible on both models, guys. So, just because somebody said, just because Amelia Earhart went around the world doesn't mean that the Earth's a ball. It just means that she just went due west. But when you're ready to leave the Matrix, let me know. Make sure you're following me so you can keep up on the truth that I'm putting out. And check out my link tree in my bio for my podcast, Instagram, Telegram. It's all there. So find what you need and follow. And have a good night.
Hello. I am really trying to understand what it is you're trying to show me, so I am just making a video to you. This is 16 Emergency Landings Proving the Flat Earth by Eddie Alencar. This is a fantastic book. If you don't have it, you should order one. It's really good. So the map that I'm using is here it is, the New Standard Map of the World, Gleason's. It is from 1892, so it's not really new, but I guess when they named it, it was. Scientifically and practically correct as it is. I'm using this map because this is the map our government uses. All of our governments. And this is the map that pilots use and people who plot the flights. And this is the map that our military uses. And I don't own a fake globe, so that's the map I'm using. So you said here somewhere in Russia, I don't know how to say that word, or that place. And then I think you said Portugal and South Africa. So no, it's not a perfectly straight line, but pretty close. Let's see. This is another flat map. The Gleason's map isn't the only flat map, but this one's the air map of the world. There's lots of maps in here to look at. You should check out the flights, though. I mean, when I was in high school, I went to Africa with my dad, and we flew from New York to London to Kenya. Straight line. So these emergency landings, they go into detail about documented flights where the plane was in the air, they had a landing, they had an emergency, needed to land, and wherever they landed made no sense to the people on the plane. And unless you plotted it on a flat earth map, and it made perfect sense. I hate to say flat earth map. It's not a flat earth map. It's the Gleason's map. And our United Nations uses the same map. See that? Yeah. So, one more thing. Let me show you this other map that they found in, I think it was in a Buddhist temple. And here it is. This was the world map made 10 centuries ago. We live in here. This is what we know as Antarctica, but it is the ice wall that surrounds us and keeps our waters contained inside. Look up pictures of the Antarctica ice wall. The ice wall, it's high up. Earth means land. But outside this ice wall, there's more land. Lots more land that they don't want us to know about. That and hiding our Creator from us is their goal, I guess. I don't know. But they're liars.
So you may be asking yourself, how is this guy so sure that the Earth is flat? Flight paths makes it pretty obvious. Now, in this flight, they made a stop in Amsterdam, which on the globe would make no sense. Why wouldn't they just fly from here straight through and stop in Africa? Here's another one that won't make any sense. Why did they go all the way up to Calgary here when they could have landed, somewhere in America? Okay, this one's gotta be seriously obvious to you guys. From London to Pakistan, and they emergency landing in Moscow. Why did they land it down here around, and the most obvious one of all, my favorite, these guys landed in LA. If they had, just look, guys, it's all.
Alright, boys. Alright, let's say that you're at the bottom of the world, right? See this globe? Oh, the sphere. Anyways, if you're on an airplane and you want to go over here, would you go across the equator up there and then down? Maybe because you want to pick up passengers. Oh, maybe you're scared of there's snow in the clouds. Anyways, boys, the Earth is flat. See that? The Earth is flat. Okay.
So there's this book called 16 Emergency Landings Prove Flat Earth. And it shows where, by the way, all international and long-distance flight routes are run by NASA, okay? They're in charge of all of these routes because they have to, fake what they're doing. So this one shows that all of these emergency landings landed in really bizarre places that make no sense on a globe. For example, here's a flight from Taiwan to Los Angeles. And it's flying out here, and here's the Hawaiian Islands. And right about here, there was an emergency. They could have gone back. They could have landed here. They could have continued over. But instead, they went all the way up to Alaska. Okay? But if you look at that on a flat Earth map, here it is. Bam, emergency, Alaska. I have Alaska in the wrong spot. Alaska's right here. So it's a straight line. That's the same flight route. Hawaii's out here. This is the route that they take.
And yeah, and banking in Alaska makes that make sense.
Yeah. And it's a straight line. Airplane, not air globe. Sea level, not sea curve.
If you don't believe the Earth is flat, look up emergency flight path patterns and find yourself convinced.
Dude, what is he saying?
Oh no, we've become so smart, they're stupid to us!
If you actually wanted to know the shape of the Earth, all you'd have to do is read this book right here. But for all you Globers that I'm sure you're not gonna, I'm gonna go over a couple pages in it. The first flight is to Australia for the Gold Cup. From Argentina and Brazil, 2 teams from Argentina and Brazil flew to Australia for the Gold Cup in celebration of the 200th anniversary of Captain Arthur Phillip. Now, this should have just been a routine flight over the Pacific Ocean to go over to Australia, but I was told that the flight had gone from Rio to Los Angeles. Wow, Los Angeles! And it did because, remember the title of the book, Emergency Flight Path Landings. So you want to know what that would look like, huh? Yeah. Thousands of miles, but on a flat Earth, flying right over it. Second one in the book. China Airlines Flight 008. A Taiwanese woman lied about her pregnancy and how far along she was. She was 36 weeks. You're not allowed to fly after 32. She told them that she was 30. They had to emergency land because she started giving birth literally mid-flight. So just another routine flight, right? Taiwan to Los Angeles, and they land in Alaska. And if you look at the timestamps here, just read this paragraph, and you can't refute it. There's no way they could get to Alaska. So here's the flight. It's like, it doesn't make any sense. Like thousands of miles up here to Alaska. It's like they were flying right over it. But to be honest with you, I can just do this all day. Auckland to Lima, Peru. Again, landing in Los Angeles. Like, seriously, guys, look at this. Look at this. Here's another one. They land in Moscow, all the way up here. Why didn't they land down here? It's because we're on a flat Earth. Look at this one. Look at this one. Look at this one. They're all the way up to London. Wow, really? And flat Earth. Flat Earth model. Makes sense. From Argentina to India. Yeah, from Argentina to India. And they land in Amsterdam. Completely skip Africa. Yeah, and then you look at it on a flat Earth, it just makes sense, as always. But if you're wondering, like, why would they do this to us? Why would they lie to us, saying that we're on a ball? Just need to compare these real quick. Just look over these real quick. Love these points. No evolution. No Big Bang. It just gets rid of all the bullshit when you're on our model. Oh, and created by God. We came from monkeys. Yeah, that's the whole point. They want you to feel insignificant, like you're a speck of dust in an infinite expanding space. The Earth's flat.